It's your boy, Kenny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? And listen, I know it's probably a little odd for y'all, man. Usually I go live in the evening. I got some family things planned this afternoon when I get off of work, so I will not be open the liquor store this evening. But I do have time to take y'all on the liquor store around on your lunch break. So I know it might be a little flizzle when you come back from lunch. You might be slurring your words. You might be talking crazy to your employees. But hey, man, it's 6 p.m. somewhere in the world. So hey, let's go ahead and get drunk off the Dallas Cowboys content, man. And we are going to be sitting here talking about the latest news. The Dallas Cowboys are entertaining the notion of signing former second round pick Zay Jones, who actually has a lot of connections to Dallas. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the upcoming schedule release. There's reports that the schedule will release a week from today on the 15th at 8 p.m. So, this is a good time to remind everybody of the opponents we will be facing. We'll take an early look at our away or home games and see how comfortable we feel with the people that we're playing. Now that we know free agency didn't happen, now that the draft didn't happen, so on and so forth. And we'll take another look at the upcoming opponents for the Dallas Cowboys this upcoming season. So y'all tune in, get you a snack, get you a refreshment, and we're gonna rock out in the liquor store just like that, man. So hey, salute to everybody and let's get it. But hey, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, man, first and foremost, shout out to everybody already sliding in. My boy Chris in the building, my boy Common Sense Lab in the building, salute to you. My guy Kelvin Hicks. I actually am going to touch on all of your comments in just a second once I get through my little opening. Because there are some distinctions. I will give you all the information that I currently have on Zay Jones, and we'll go from there. My boy Cool in the building. What's up with you? John Jones in the building. Know my boy known to beat the eyebrows off of mud. What's up with you, my boy? Tyrone Church in the building. And hey, y'all know the usual rules and regulations when you tap in with your independent content creators, man. First and foremost, when you enter into the liquor store, the very first thing that I need you to do is to hit that like button, man. The more likes that we get on these videos, the more that the algorithm will work in our favor, the more that they will put the content in front of other folks, and the more they will help the channel grow. So if you got love for your boy Henny, the more you want to see the liquor store grow, you want us to prosper, continue to do all the things we've been doing in the space, hit that like button, man. It goes a long way in helping out your independent content creators. I can't even put it in words how important it is. After you hit the like button, make sure you hit the share button though, because you all know that we do believe in manifestation inside the liquor store. So we're trying to manifest that sixth championship for the Dallas Cowboys in 2024. And yes, I know there's been a bunch of debacles, there's been a bunch of setbacks. Things are not falling in our favor for a very long time. So the Dallas Cowboys do need all the positive energy in the world. So if you want them to win title number 6 in 2024, share the content 6 times and drop 6 emojis, man. We're trying to manifest that 6th championship over here in the liquor store, man. And hey, when you share the content, it do not even have to be a Cowboys fan. They can be a Commanders fan, an Eagles fan, whatever. It does not matter. Just share the content 6 times and help us manifest that championship in 2024, man. If I need some defensive tackle signings, I do too. I hope that's the next thing on the agenda. And you are right. He's actually about 3 years younger than Martavis Bryant. Zay Jones just turned 29 in March. Martavis Bryant is currently 32. So he's actually 3 years younger than Martavis Bryant. He's actually 3 years younger than Martavis Bryant. So hit that like button, hit that share button. And then, hey, salute to Miss Regina Green sliding in. Said, what's up, Henry? Boo, Kevin said that he need to call a number to pick up food. He asked, do I need to call a number to pick the food up? Damn, man. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry about that, everybody. I'm using my phone to do the show when I received the call. So it messed everything up for a second. But I am back. Everything is good. Salute to Miss Regina Green sliding in. Help Miss Practice Manifestation, Tyrone Church, Common Sense Lab. And it's my own fault, man. Y'all know I got this bootleg right now until I get my microphone back working. So as crazy as it sounds, I'm sitting in front of my laptop, using the laptop so I can look at the comments and display images. But I got the primary sound and image running through my phone, so I do got it bootleg. So once we get this new mic, so this one right here is on the fritz. I don't know what the hell happened to it while I was down. But we will be back, using the laptop to conduct the show and not just as a feature. So if y'all want to help out, help me get to get this new microphone because I ain't working a month, so it's gonna take a little bit of time for me to get back on track. But if y'all want to help your boy out and get this new microphone, all you gotta do is hit the Cash App or the Super Chat. Cash App is at the bottom, $ Henry the More. You can always Super Chat on the YouTube because we are monetized. You can always hit the PayPal or you can hit the Venmo. PayPal is Gary870. Venmo is Henry the More as well. So if you want to support, send something to the new microphone fund. All you got to do is hit the Cash App or the Super Chat, man. And we will be back giving you quality content as we always do, man. Well, shout out to Michael Lockhart. Shout out to my guy, Ken Wright in the building. My boy, John Cofield. Salute to all y'all. Thank y'all for sliding in. Now that we got the rat killing out the way, now that I'm back in full effect, let's go ahead and jump into the content, man, before something else goes on. All right, so let's start off with the report. So, normally I don't ever put any weight into reports, but I saw that it was from Jordan Schultz, a very reputable NFL insider, and he stated that former Jaguars wide receiver Zay Jones is visiting the Dallas Cowboys today. Jones has already met with the Tennessee Titans and the Cardinals. Several teams are vying for the former second-round pick. So listen, Zay Jones has ability. He has some pretty decent measurables, and he does have some production in the National Football League. Now, last year, Zay Jones only played in 9 football games because of injury. So basically, in a 17-game season, if you miss 9 games, you basically missed half the season. He basically missed half the season with injury last year. But prior to that, when he played 16 games in 2022, he had over 800 yards receiving, and the man had 8 receiving touchdowns. He had 3 of them against us. I know folks like to put that game out their memory, but Zay Jones lit the Dallas Cowboys up. When we played the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2022, that man went for 109 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like he destroyed them. So he has ability. He has been able to make some plays. And he has not been a world beater by any stretch of the imagination. But coming over here to Dallas, he would be playing with the best quarterback that he ever played with, because he played with Josh Allen in 2018 before he transcended to being an All-Pro quarterback. He played with Trevor Lawrence, who's still a young budding quarterback. Dak Prescott, fresh off an All-Pro season, will hands down be the best quarterback that he ever played with if he signs with the Dallas Cowboys. So remember, like I mentioned before, Josh Allen was not a great quarterback when he played with him. Trevor Lawrence was still a young quarterback. I think he played with the Raiders when they had Derek Carr. We're not even going to draw those comparisons. We know Dak is better than that. So Dak Prescott, if he does sign, this will be the best quarterback that Zay Jones has ever played with, statistically, passer rating wise, all those other things. Like I showed y'all Dak Prescott's numbers through the first 8 years of his career yesterday, where they ranked. He's had probably one of the best 8-year stretches to start a career of any quarterback. So that's a major upgrade for Zay Jones. And Zay Jones, if you look at his numbers, if you look at his production, he's been pretty damn solid over the course of his career. Again, he played 2017, 2018, and he played 2019 with Josh Allen. Right? Did not really stand out too good. 2018, 652 yards and 7 touchdowns. It's a solid outing for a number 2 or number 3 receiver. Only had 7 catches and 69 yards in 2019 due to injuries. 2019, 2020, 2021, not great production. Then in 2022, had 82 catches, 823 yards, and 5 touchdowns. That's sad, actually. I thought he had 8 touchdowns, but over half of his touchdowns came against us in 2022. That's sort of sad. Lit us up. What's up, you guys? It's salute to you. My boy, the original people. Shout out to all y'all good folks sliding in. Make sure y'all tap in with your boy, man. Y'all hit that like and share button, man. Hit that like, hit that share, slap up that Eagles fan, slap that cash out, slap that super chat. Let's rock, man. We in the building. So yeah, man, Zay Jones got decent production. I'm not gonna sit here and act like we're signing Julio Jones' little brother. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he'll beat out Brandon Cooks for wide receiver 2. But it does make you wonder, them being interested in Zay Jones, how do they really feel about my boy Jalen Tolbert? How do they really feel about Cavante Turpin and Jalen Brooks and all these other young wide receivers that they got on the team? Right? How do they really feel about them if they're eyeing a veteran wide receiver to bring in? Now, granted, I am not opposed to competition. Like, especially at the back end of your wide receiver room. May the best man win. Because if Jalen Tolbert is able to beat out a veteran like Zay Jones for the wide receiver 3 position, that means that Zay Jones will be a damn great wide receiver 4. And we would have a damn good wide receiver 3 if Jalen Tolbert wins out. If Zay Jones flat out gets signed and he beats out Jalen Tolbert, we know for a fact that we solidified that wide receiver 3 position, and we would still, expect some form of production from Jalen Tolbert over the course of the season, being a wide receiver 4, right? So it does nothing but improve your depth and versatility at the wide receiver position. Y'all know damn well I wanted to sign a wide receiver in the draft. I wanted to draft a Keon Coleman, a Brian Thomas, one of these young dynamic playmaking wide receivers. I would have took Brandon Rice as far as he fell. Malik Washington, when we got a little thirsty, there weren't many other wide receivers available in the later round. I would have took it. Right? He said, who is better? It's really hard to tell because we haven't seen Jalen Tolbert year 3, and then the young man Zay Jones is coming off of an injury. So you really don't know. You would think that Zay Jones been in the NFL since 2017. He was drafted a year after Dak Prescott. So you would think that somebody with that much experience, that many skins on the wall, would be better than a third year player. But it don't always work out like that, right? Like he might be declining while Jalen Tolbert is transcending. It's really going to come down to one if he signs, right? 'Cause it's not official. It's not official at all at this point. He has not signed a contract. He's only coming in for a visit. He has other teams that want to sign him. So it's not a guarantee that he even ends up in Dallas Cowboys, right? Not a guarantee that he ends up in Dallas Cowboys. But, but, if he is to sign with us, it adds depth. It adds a guy that's a playmaker. And think about it, man. When was the last time we had a number 2 wide receiver go for 800 yards? When the last time we had a number 2 wide receiver go for 800 yards? It had to have been when Amari Cooper was here. Like 2021 was the last time that a number 2 wide receiver went for over 800 yards. So we all know that in 2022 we got next to no production from the wide receiver 2 position. CeeDee Lamb 8, Michael Gallup underperformed. We were picking up guys off the street to help us out at wide receiver that year. Right? Last year, Brandon Cook didn't really come on to the halfway through the season. Really, the entire offense didn't come on to halfway through the season, but still, we didn't get, you know what I'm saying? So, hell, if he can be a decent number 2 option or number 3 option, I'm happy with it. It came out with Coop. And listen, he does have a pedigree with the Dallas Cowboys, as Bernard Fields is pointing out. Robert Jones, if y'all don't know who Robert Jones was, Robert Jones was a linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. He played on all 3 of the Super Bowl teams in the 90s. He really started contributing more on the very last Super Bowl run. Right, if I'm not mistaken, he had over 70 tackles that year. He had 100 tackles the year before combined. Didn't really contribute that much the first 2 years, but he is a guy that has, you know, history. His daddy was a Super Bowl winner with the Dallas Cowboys. He was born in Dallas, went to school in Austin at a prep school. So, you know, he has ties to Dallas. And listen, this is probably one of the few guys who can sell on that Dallas Cowboys dream. You know, his daddy played for the team. He's from the Dallas area. It makes sense to want to come home to a state with no income tax, play with a very good quarterback, be in contention for a playoff spot, and contribute to a team that has title aspirations. Right? So this is one of the few times where the Dallas Cowboys might be able to sell a guy on the Dallas Cowboys magic, that pedigree and everything, because he grew up in that pedigree, right? He's from that. He's up to that cloth. He wants to be a part of that, in my opinion. Don't know him personally at all, of course, but, you know, in my opinion, you know, that's something that he wouldn't mind being a part of. So 2022 was definitely his year. But he had other decent seasons. Like I said, his second year was pretty good. His yardage in 2021 was decent. It just outside of 2018 and 2022, he's never had more than 2 touchdowns in a season. Like, he had 7 in 2018, he had 5 in 2022. So he had 12 touchdowns in those 2 years combined. He's been in the league since 2017. He only has 18 career touchdowns. So, you know. Hopefully, better quarterback play helps him out. Being in a better offensive system, I believe a West Coast scheme will fit him better than some of the other schemes that he's played in. So, really, it's wait and see, man. First, we'll wait and see if he even gets on the team, and then, you know, we'll wait and see how he's utilized, if he's able to beat out some of the guys that we like, yada yada, so on and so forth. Yeah, I agree with that. Lamb, Cook. He said Bryan and Jones be a hell of a lineup with four. And this is the thing, though. I need to see a lot from Martavis Bryant before I put him into the starting lineup. They kept him around for a reason because they like his size, his skill set, and athleticism, yada yada. But I also think it's going to be a slow process. There's a reason why he didn't see the field. Like when you don't play in the NFL for that prolonged period of time, especially in a skill position, it's sort of hard to get back into the groove of things. So I'm gonna wait and see what happens with Martavis Bryant. If he pans out and he can be a contributor, I would love that. But realistically, it's hard for me to see him getting on the field before Zay Jones, getting on the field before some more draft picks, getting on the field before Jalen Tolbert. And listen, from what I'm hearing, they like Jalen Tolbert. And we also got to remember he's a draft pick. Like, I know Boss talks about this all the time, sons and bastards. Shout out to my boy Boss Cowboy, by the way. Make sure y'all tap in, for the final word and all the other projects my boy put out. I always putting out dope content. But he talks about sons and bastards in Dallas all the time. They always give the draft picks more opportunities than some of the guys that they bring in off the street. Like, they always give the people they draft more opportunities than the guys that they pull in off the street. So think about it. They kept Michael Gallup over Amari Cooper. Right? They kept the injured Michael Gallup over Amari Cooper. So they like their guys. They say that for real. They really like their guys. What's up, Jay Bryant? He said, "What's up, Kenny? Did we sign Zay Jones? Not yet. He is in the building today, according to Jordan Schultz. Jordan Schultz has confirmed that he's in the building today to I guess visit with the Dallas Cowboys. Also, shout out to Patrick No-C Walker. He also confirmed that he's there in the building. It's one thing to hear from an outsider. It's another thing to hear from somebody that's in the building every day around the players. So shout out to Patrick No-C Walker. Make sure y'all go and follow him on all social media. Tap in with him. I always give good insight, writes good articles, so tune in. So he confirmed Zay Jones, the former second-round pick of the Bills, who spent the last 2 seasons with the Jags, is in the building here today to visit. Dallas hoping to add him to the wide receiver corps that features CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks for Dak Prescott. So, hey, I wouldn't mind giving Dak Prescott another weapon. I'm not saying that Jalen Tolbert is chopped liver. I'm not saying that Devontae Turpin can't contribute. I'm not saying any of that. But you can never have too many weapons. You can never have too many weapons. And if you think that he is a slight upgrade over Michael Gallup, or you think he's a slight upgrade over Jalen Tolbert, or you think that him and Jalen Tolbert are neck and neck, and it really doesn't matter which one ends up wide receiver 3, it helps flesh out your wide receiver corps, go for it. Right? Go for it. Oh, yeah, they definitely held that against Amari Cooper about getting sick while not getting the vaccine. Like, that's real documented. Well documented. My boy Chris, I do agree. He said if Tolbert was behind Gallup, he would have been able to produce. I agree, because his efficiency numbers were higher than Michael Gallup. So theoretically, right, and we're only going off of theory. In theory, if he did get the same amount of snaps as Michael Gallup and the same amount of targets and opportunities, he would have outproduced Michael Gallup. Now, that's in theory, just based off the numbers. I do agree with it because I believe in his skill set and everything there. But yeah, but I like the idea of adding Zay Jones. And just to add a little bit more context, man, these are some metrics from him. 6'2", 201 pounds, 32.5-inch arm length, 9-inch hands. I supposedly ran a 4.45 back then. I'm not a big 40-pound guy any damn way. 36.5-inch vertical, 133 broad jump, 679 3-cone, 401 20-yard shuttle, 60-yard shuttle, 11.17. Bench got 15 reps. All right, so these are just some measurables from him from back in the gap. He doesn't really have much bearing on him now. The man has been in the league for 8 damn years. He might have lost a step. You never know, right? You never know. But what are y'all thoughts about adding Zay Jones to the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver corps? Do you think it's a good idea, a bad idea? Do you want the Dallas Cowboys to look elsewhere for wide receiver help? Do you want them to trade for somebody? What are your thoughts, man? How do y'all feel about the Dallas Cowboys signing Zay Jones? And also think about it like this. If the Dallas Cowboys sign Zay Jones, it won't be for a bunch of money. You got to think Tyler Boyd signed for under $5 million. And, being very unbiased, he's a better wide receiver than Zay Jones. So if Tyler Boyd got under $5 million, he got like $4 million to change, then odds are Zay Jones is going to sign $2 million, $1 million to change, something along those lines. Zay Jones, he don't have a problem with Zay Jones at all. My boy really key. He said he ain't leaving. Where he going? Who you talking about? Tyrone First said he okay with it. Yeah, Tyler Boyd signing with the Titans. And really, because Tyler Boyd signed with the Titans, they're probably not going to sign Zay Jones now. So really, it's only two teams really interested in him. Us and the Cardinals. Right, and I do believe he would probably like to play in Dallas, where he's from, with a better quarterback than going over there. You know what I mean? Boss, what's up with you, my boy? They were tapping in and showing love, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go sub to Boss page, man. Make sure y'all go tap in with my guy. I always bring fire ass content. So, hey, salute to my boy, man. What's up, Joe? He said, what's up, ATM? Sharing your video, pushing the like button. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, I'm fine with signing Zay Jones. Like, if possibility of improving your wide receiving room for a minimum contract, if it don't pan out, shit, it is what it is. Right? You're gonna be sitting next to nothing to sign them. Because again, if Tyler Boyd, who was probably the best wide receiver available, only got $4 million into change, and he is a guy with much better stats across the board. How much do you realistically think it takes to get Zay Jones? A veteran minimum. He said he got tires left. Zay Jones missed half the season and still put up 300 yards. So, theoretically, Zay Jones was on track to have almost 700 yards last year, while playing with a Calvin Ridley, while playing with a Christian Kirk. So, yeah, I think Zay Jones got a little tread left. Like, if he can stay healthy and stay on the field, Zay Jones can still make plays. Yeah. So, listen, I believe competition pushes players to be better. I believe bringing in Zay Jones is going to push Jalen Tolbert. I believe bringing in Zay Jones will push Ryan Flournoy, push Devontae Turpin, Jalen Brooks. Like, I don't want anybody to be handed anything. I don't want anybody to be handed anything this upcoming training camp. I want it to be a battle in a week. I love the idea, not like love. I can agree with that, man. And besides, I believe your quarterback deserves as many viable options at the skill position spot. Anyway, he just showed you that he can be an all-pro quarterback in this system. And the Dallas Cowboys, we're being frank, we're being unbiased, they don't have one of these super duper all-pro laden wide receiving corps. We got CeeDee Lamb, we got a 30-year-old Brandon Cook, we had an injured Michael Gallup, we have a special sighting here and there to Devontae Turpin. It's not like we have multiple top-notch options at wide receiver, and Dak Prescott still put in work with what he has. So yes, I want them to continue to improve the wide receiving core around Dak Prescott so that you can continue to give us the best opportunity. He said, hopefully we don't sign Zay Jones. Why do you feel that way, Trick? Honest question. Why do you feel that way about Zay Jones? Because we're not saying that he's the best wide receiver in the world. We're not acting like we're signing a Calvin Ridley or signing, even a Tyler Boyd or anything. But we are going to say that he would make your wide receiver core better. Even if he's only wide receiver 3, if he's better than Jalen Brooks, that's a good enough reason to sign. Oh yeah, listen, hey Trick, you sort of making my point. The Dallas Cowboys love injured players. Listen, the prerequisite for you to sign with the Dallas Cowboys is you got to have a case or you got to have injury history. They love shit like that. Matter of fact, if you got a case and an injury history, they might sign you to a lifetime contract. They love injured players. They love injured players. He said that was short. Yeah, like listen, and that's one thing I will give the Dallas Cowboys. Randall Cobb was healthy the year he played in Dallas. And he even credits the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys medical staff for telling him that he had weak hips. He said he had never heard that before. He said they told him the reason that he was having all those lower leg injuries that he had weak hips. So they altered his training regimen. They improved the strength of his hips, and the man stayed healthy and played like 15 games for the Dallas Cowboys. After struggling year in and year out to stay healthy elsewhere, right? So I will always give the Dallas Cowboys medical staff credit for when they succeed, right? Because they are one of the better medical staffs in the National Football League. They do have multiple awards, and I know a lot of people don't know this, but Dallas is one of the epicenters of sports science in North America. Like a lot of the cutting edge procedures and things that go on originated in Dallas. People don't really know this. So yeah, I always give us the edge when it comes to this. He said wide receiver listen. And hey, this is the perfect situation for him to come into. West Coast offense, ascending young quarterback. Like everything lines up for him. And the bloodline, like you mentioned. He said, team is in the dumpster when you get excited about a player like Zay Jones. I mean, my boy, you are a Houston, Texas fan. I don't know what to tell you. You are a Houston, Texas fan, my boy. I do not know what to tell you about expectations. So, hey, but I know this much, Eastside. Are you going to bet money on the Cowboys versus Texas game this year? I want to know. Because you're going to be giving out free money like that. I want to have my hand out. I want to have my hand out and get a piece of that. So let me know. If you're trying to bet on Cowboys versus Texas, let me know. Now, if you want to put the money where your mouth is, we can bet 1,000. If you want to do a gentleman bet, we can bet 10. I don't want to take all your money. Just let me know something. Yeah, this man was in love with Noah Brown. But that's neither here nor there. Because I don't like Eastside in real life. Don't do that, man. That man is a troll, man. The thing is, there are no Texan content creators. So, this is the closest he's ever going to get to, good football content. I feel bad for him. I lightweight feel bad for him. That's why I let him hang around. We don't usually jump on him or beat him up or nothing like that. We usually just let him hang around because, it's a sad existence when you don't really have good content creators. I mean, who gives a damn about the Texans? There's a lot of great Cowboys content creators. It takes a lot of time and effort Nobody gives a damn about the Houston Texans enough to sacrifice time away from their family, their job, or anything else like this. So we know Eastside Harold is never going to get good Houston Texans country ever in his life, ever. So it be like that. So we just let him hang around. But anyway, we done talked everything about Zay Jones that we could. We looked at his family background. We done looked at the man. We done looked at the man's statistics. We done talked about everything humanly possible. His measurables, how he fits in the scheme, all that other stuff. Right? So let's move along. If we sign him, that's great. If we don't, that's fine. But I would love to have him as a Dallas Cowboy. The one thing I do want to talk about is the Dallas Cowboys' upcoming schedule. The NFL has announced that as early as a week from today, May the 15th, they should be releasing the schedules for the 2024 season. Right? So we should know when we play everybody. When we play everybody. So we already know who we play, but we'll know when we play. So because of that, I do want to give us a friendly reminder of what the hell we're up against this upcoming season and why it's important for the Dallas Cowboys to have a favorable schedule lined up. So we got some tough opponents. So remember, the Dallas Cowboys have a first place schedule. We have a first place schedule. We won our division. We made the playoffs. So we have a first place schedule. So because of that, we have a litany of quote unquote hard games. We'll be playing, and I'm just gonna go from top to bottom. These are the home games. We actually lucked out, and we got 9 home games this year, and 8 road games last year. It was inverted. We had 9 road games and 8 home games last year, right? So home opponents will be the Washington Commanders, who just got, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the draft. I'm not on that Caleb Williams train. I believe Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback out the draft. We'll see what he does. The New York Giants, the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to play the Detroit Lions again at home so they can cry again about checking in and all that other bullshit. We're going to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who won their division last year and won a playoff game. The New Orleans Saints, the Baltimore Ravens, who advanced to the AFC Championship game, the Bengals, who will have Joe Burrow back, and the Texans, with CJ Stroud coming off of amazing rookie season and that franchise actually winning the playoff game, even though it wasn't just a backup quarterback. Right? Then away games, right? Washington, New York, Philly. I am so sick of I am so sick of going to San Francisco. It's not that I'm even tired of playing them. Can they at least come to Dallas, man? God, dog. Can they at least come to Dallas? Radically. The Atlanta Falcons, who just paid over $100 million to Kirk Cousins, right? Then we've seen the Panthers, the Cleveland Browns, who were a playoff team last year, and we also go to Pittsburgh, who was a playoff team last year, and they brought in not only Russell Wilson, but they brought in the boy from Chicago. So yes, again, I know we know the opponent. On paper, these are some tough opponents. Let's just count it off. The Eagles, a playoff team. The Lions, a playoff team. The Bucks, a playoff team. The Ravens, a playoff team. The Bengals with Joe Burrow should be a playoff team. The Texans, a playoff team. The 49ers were a playoff team. The Cleveland Browns were a playoff team. The Pittsburgh Steelers were a playoff team. So that's why I'm going to be tuned in. That's why we're going to have a little watch party, a release party for the schedule. Because this shit got to fall. This shit got to fall in our favor. We can't have no crazy ass stretch where it's like 49ers, Ravens, fucking Detroit back 3-game stretch. You know what I mean? We can't have no crazy ass stretches like that. We're gonna have to have this shit broken up in our favor So that's gonna be brutal, man. That's brutal. And he said that is a possibility though. He said less on teams regress. We don't know how the season is gonna play out. That's true. But I'm just talking about how it stacks up right now. Especially when you go back and you think about what they added in the draft, what they added to free agency. A lot of these teams on paper have gotten better. Theoretically, the Eagles have gotten better. I don't know for a fact, but theoretically, the 49ers have gotten better. Theoretically, getting Stephon Diggs, the Houston Texans should be much better, right? And these are teams that were already pretty decent. We split with the Eagles. We ain't sweep them. They were good enough to beat us at home. We cannot even breathe on the damn 49ers. Right? So, just look at the schedule and how we fared last year against teams with winning records. Because remember, we have to hope that our defense is better. Our defense gave up 28 points per game against teams with winning records last year. It don't seem like it, but we were out there getting punched on by teams with posters. Now that's why it took an MVP performance to beat the damn Seahawks. Right? We in a shootout with the damn Seahawks. They weren't even a team that could score. And we in a shootout with them. Well, it is true. Hopefully we will be better. And listen, I got a lot of faith in Cooper BB. I got a lot of faith in Tyler Guy. Hopefully all those things pay dividends rather quickly. My boy 22 Savage in the building, man. He said, I see us going 8-1 at home and 4-4 on the road for yet another 12-5 season. He said, Cowboys trash, period. Stop making excuses. Stop snorting powder, my friend. You just slid in here. You don't know what the hell going on. You just came here typing some shit. But thank you for sliding in here, though, confused circuit board. Because you are confused. You are definitely confused. But thank you for tapping in, though, my boy. 49ers, yeah. They did, but we'll see. I will never count them out. I will never count them out. Yeah, I need to see the rookies in training camp and preseason, honestly. That will give us a slight indication on how well they're doing. So I got a better question for y'all. Who do you want to open with? Who do y'all want to be the first game for the Dallas Cowboys? I know everybody probably tired of the damn Giants. We play the Giants every damn year, it seems like. Either on the road or at the crib, it seems like we open with the damn Giants. So who do y'all want to play week one? Right, who do y'all want to play week one? Let me know. So you want us to come in guns and blazing. Listen, I'm down. I'm down. It doesn't really even matter, man. I just don't want the Giants. I'll take the Commanders because of everything that happened with Dan Quinn. I'll take them. I'll take the 49ers out the gate. Just get that shit out the way. Yeah. It doesn't really matter to me. I like to see. Yeah. What about y'all, man? Put in the chat box. Who do y'all want to see the Cowboys play week 1? Trick said, wait. My boy said to get the Steelers out the way. They want them to figure it out. The guy that said wouldn't mind a cold escape. Keep that shit out the way. But maybe Philly, maybe Pittsburgh, so they both fit in PA. My boy Kentucky Citizen said San Fran or Cincinnati. Baltimore always start strong. Tariq said I want to play Philadelphia week 1 Sunday night. In Philadelphia or at home? Those are 2 different games. You want the home game against Philly week 1? Or do you want the away game at Philly week 1? What's up, man? Hey, thank you, my brother. Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm in good health and good to see you, man. Shout out to my boy in the building, man. What's up with you? Diggs versus Diggs feel like that should be like a oh, you're right. Yeah, I think they already decided that Philly's gonna be playing Green Bay in Brazil week 1. Okay, he wants the away game. So that might have to be week 2 then. Because I think he is right. I think they already decided that Philadelphia is going to play in Brazil week 1. But I definitely want to get that game out the way early. Hey, Dallas versus Houston would not be a bad Thanksgiving game, bro. That would not be a bad Thanksgiving game. I know for a fact the Ravens and Cowboys are probably going to be a primetime game or America's game of the week. I don't know if they'll unload the clip and make that. But yeah, man. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and chop it up with y'all, dog. I really don't want to make any predictions because the way that the schedule falls also indicates how I think that the games we win. Right? If we got a tough ass stretch, it's going to be a little bit harder to win some of those games. Like when we play a bunch of physical teams back to back, we might be beat to hell and might not be able to pull off some of those other wins. You know what I mean? So I really like to wait until we see the official schedule before I decide what's a win and what's a loss. Because hell, we might have a home stand, of some winnable games against some teams and yada yada. We can build confidence and everything else moving on to a tougher part of the schedule. So you never really know. You never really know. What's up with you, Zay TV, Swab, my boy? Thank you for tapping in. But yeah, man, I just wanted to jump on here. Lunch break is just about over. But, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all real quick. Schedule should be coming out a week from today. It should be on the 15th of this month. Official release should be about 8 p.m. Excuse me. It should be about 8 p.m. So we'll do a watch party. Well, not a watch party. We'll do a reveal party. We'll talk about it. The 18 sports. But hey, man, first and late on schedule for this year. Hey, that happens when you got a first place schedule, man. And we play the AFC North every 4 years anyway. Because we played them that was the season 2016. We played them 2020 when Dak got hurt. So this is 4 years since then. So we play the AFC North every 4 years anyway, and that's always a tough division to play against. So all four of those teams are playoff caliber. Then we also have to play a couple of divisional winners. So yeah, it just felt like that this year. So will I be going live tonight? No. I have a family event to attend to. So this will be the last time that y'all see me today. I might drop some individual videos throughout the day, but this should be my only live for today. So I got some family stuff to do. But yeah, man. I'm finna depart from y'all. It's always good to chop it up. On the way out, hit that like button, hit that share button, slap the dog shit. Hello Commanders fan, Eagles fan, a 49ers fan. Hit that cash app, hit that super chat, hit that Venmo, PayPal. We are taking donations to get a new mic so I don't have to sit here and talk to y'all on these little ass earbuds and bootleg this show together. So thank y'all for everything in advance. Thank y'all for the love. And I will see y'all next time, man. Peace. God bless. And your boy